When did you start smoking dope? When did you start smoking marijuana?
When?
Yeah. Dude, get your hair out of your face. Yeah. I'm better. I can see you now. I can pretty much paint the picture of your life for the next 5 years. Okay? You are like the poster child for Mr. Laid Back. Wow, you got me with your logic on that one.
Today, we're watching Judge Oakley deal with a young man who clearly isn't taking the courtroom seriously. He walks in with a smug attitude, acting like he's the star of some courtroom drama, and completely dismisses the fact that real consequences are on the line. He seems totally disconnected from realities if the rules just don't apply to him, but Judge Oakley isn't having it. What follows is a much-needed reality check that just might turn things around. Or not, as we dive in. Let me know in the comments, do you think this young man will finally listen, or will he leave this hearing unchanged?
Come on up, Mr. Vick. Mr. Vick, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? Where's your attorney then? Who's your attorney?
I don't have one.
Then you're doing it without one, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it without one, or you want to talk to one of ours?
I'll do it without one.
Okay. Dude, get your hair out of your face. Yeah. I'm better. I can see you now. All right. All right, I've got a ticket here, and the prosecutor says you're going to plead responsible to double parking, and we're going to dismiss a misdemeanor charge of reckless. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's the way you want to resolve this today?
Yeah, miss.
Okay. How old are you?
Let me see.
All right, I understand you're almost done with school?
Yes, sir.
Then what's your plan?
I've been trying to get a job ever since I was 7.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Where have you been trying to get a job?
I'm trying to get a job at the service yard at Holiday Inn at the apartments.
Okay. Why do I have a ROA for a double parking? And we've already got a double ROA for it? Oh.
So everything.
It's confusing. No, it's not the way I'm used to saying it. I thought we had 2 tickets going. Okay. All right. Where else have you looked?
I looked at the baby shop in Logo.
Okay.
And I also looked at Walmart and Buffalo Wild Wings.
And nobody's hiring you?
Well, Walmart, I don't know, but I can't get a response from Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm trying to go to the holidays.
Okay. Okay. All right. You got a driver's license?
No, sir.
Yeah, transportation is going to be an issue then. All right. So what's your long-term plan? Done with high school, then what?
I'm trying to be an engineer.
So you're going to school somewhere.
Hopefully, that's.
Where and when?
Well, I graduate this year, and maybe I hope to go to college. Maybe by the time I'm 19.
Okay. What are you waiting for?
Nothing really.
Then why aren't you going to college now? As soon as you graduate?
I'm trying to finish school right now.
No, as soon as you graduate.
As soon as I graduate.
Yeah. Why aren't you planning on being in school somewhere in the fall?
I mean, I really didn't think about that, but.
When did you start smoking dope?
Well, let's be honest, it's pretty clear this young man isn't in the right state of mind. From the moment he walked into the courtroom, his behavior raised concerns. His eyes were barely open, his movements were slow and unfocused, and he looked completely disconnected from what was happening around him. Now, staying calm and composed is one thing, but appearing in court like you're not even fully present is a serious issue. It gives the impression that he's not taking any of this seriously, and that can only hurt his case. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you think he was truly unaware of how he came across, or was this a reflection of how little he cares about the outcome? Let me know in the comments. This one really makes you think.
When did you start smoking marijuana?
When?
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Okay. How often you hit it?
That often.
What's that mean?
Like, barely.
What's that mean? Give me a frequency, brother. Once a month, once a week.
See.
Okay. All right. So on this file, you're not working now, so I'm not going to give you money. I'm not going to charge you fines and costs. I'm going to charge you community service hours. But I also have to give you a little lecture. Dude, I've been doing this a long time. All right? I can pretty much paint the picture of your life for the next 5 years if you don't do something drastic. Okay? You are like the poster child for Mr. Laid Back. All right? If you're talking about going to school when you're 19, I can guarantee when you're 21, you'll still be talking about going back to school. Guaranteed. I mean, I would bet $100 of mine against one of yours that by then you could come back and we'd still have this conversation about your planning on it. Okay? If you were my nephew, I would put you in a car. I would drive you over to Canton on Ford Road. I would walk you into the recruiting office where you can talk to the Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard, Air Force. They're all in one building. And I would have you go door to door to door and find out what they could offer you if you sign up. Because that's what you need to do. You need to completely shake up your life to make something happen. Have you ever considered it? And I know you don't want to cut your hair, but it'll grow back. Have you ever considered it? Why not? Why? Because that's a valid reason. Wow, you got me with your logic on that one. Listen to me. How are you going to pay for engineering school?
Okay, well, if I get a job, I can pay for it.
No, you can't. You can't pay for an engineering degree working at Walmart. You can't. If you join the military, they'll send you to college. You know, every one of the branches of our armed forces have engineers. There are Army engineers, there are Navy engineers. That's a plan, dude. You don't have a plan.
Okay, well, the officer that got fired, well, I did have a plan, but the officer that got fired, he should be able to get something.
Officer got you fired.
Yeah.
Okay, where were you working?
The USC,
Okay, and how did you mean a cop?
yeah.
How did the cop get you fired?
He was a member at the USC, and when it happened, I guess he thought he had to reach the
You mean when this happened? Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll give you that. Okay. How's that change what we're talking? We're not talking about this case now. We're talking about your life. How's the cop getting you fired determine whether or not you can afford to go to engineering school?
Because I wouldn't have a job to pay for.
The BYC isn't going to pay for 4 years of college, dude. What were you making? $15 an hour?
I mean, I was making about $14,000 a year, so I mean,
That ain't even going to cover tuition.
Young man claimed he makes around $14,000 a year and said he planned to go to college. He hadn't lost his job. To be honest, that explanation seems a bit hard to believe. It sounds more like an excuse than a serious plan for the future. That said, I do feel some sympathy for him. It seems clear he hasn't had strong guidance in his life, possibly lacking a role model to help him make better choices or understand how to navigate responsibility. What stands out here is Judge Oakley's approach. Unlike many judges who might be quick to shut someone down, he actually seems to care. You can hear it in the way he talks to the young man firm, but not unkind. He's trying to help him see the bigger picture. Still, I'm not sure the message is getting through. The young man seems pretty set in his ways, and honestly, it doesn't look like he responds well to authority, whether it's a teacher, a police officer, or a judge. Even if he does go to college without a real change in mindset, it's hard to see him sticking with it. What do you think? Can Judge Oakley get through to him more? Is this just another missed opportunity?
well, I'm also adopted, so, the state would pay for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you again. 30 hours community service. Have it done by February 1st. Goodbye.
This young man is going to change at least not right now. He'll probably go home and carry on like nothing happened. And that's the truly unfortunate part. So many young men today seem lost, lacking direction, discipline, and guidance. When there's no strong role modelist, especially a father figure, really shows no one's there to teach them how to take responsibility, make wise choices, or even carry themselves with basic self-respect. Instead, they show up to court treating it like a casual hangout, as if the judge is just going to let them off with a warning. But that's not how the justice system works. And the judge is absolutely right. He'll likely see this young man again down the road. You can tell he hasn't grasped the seriousness of the situation. That's just my perspective, though. What do you think? Should we feel sorry for him, or is he simply choosing a path that leads to more trouble? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this content meaningful, feel free to like and subscribe. I post daily, and I truly appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.